Hello Lifestyler, it's Lushawn. If you just found my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting me here on Lushawn's Lifestyle. Whew, I'm out of breath. I just came upstairs, out of shape. So today's video is my allocation for paycheck number 1. And yeah, I'm sorry I'm breathing so hard. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers for paycheck number 1. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get these numbers down. I've gotten paid already at the filming of this video, but you know, I gotta go ahead and get these numbers put down in my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. If you're interested in it, it is linked below. And my budget stickers are from Uniquely Lushawn. Yeah, I don't think I showed you all the dashboard, the calendar dashboard layout, but yeah, so pretty. I really love the vibrant colors. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, but I don't remember filming that. But so much is going on, y'all. I hope everybody is trying to make it through these trying times we're going through. So my paycheck from my main 9 to 5. Oh, I wrote that wrong. It hasn't been team whiteout in a minute, so y'all know I'm struggling. So let's go ahead and white that out. And what I should be putting is income, and then expected, actual, and then plus or minus. So my income is from my main job, and my expected amount for this paycheck is $3,039.76. And then I always do a space for miscellaneous in the event something comes in. You know, I keep that open, try to manifest some money in there. But for right now, we're just gonna budget off of the $3,039.76. So what we wanna go ahead and do is detail my bills and expenses, what I'm budgeting for them, and oh, I did it again. So I'm just gonna put a little due in here because I always forget. I don't know why I've been forgetting that lately to put the due date, but yeah. So actual, and then plus or minus, any variance always there. So first and foremost, let me just go ahead and do a line so I can have some demarcation here. There and here and here. You know what, I just recently got my nails done. The salon opened up, and like I picked a different dip powder. I didn't use the S&S, and it's already like chipping. This one came off. Me no like, I'm not gonna get that one anymore. I'm gonna stick to S&S. That's neither here nor there. But okay, so first and foremost, I do a household transfer. And if you're new to the channel, basically I have a separate account that I transfer money over to pay mortgage, grocery, lights, water, you know, all the things that it takes to run the house. I transfer that over into a different account and only pay the bills out of there. And I split it between my 2 paychecks. So for this paycheck, I'm transferring over $1,270.50. Then I have my gym fee, and that is $23.42. And I think my gym's supposed to be opening up next week. I have to check on that to be sure. This is an auto debit, and it comes off of a it's debited from a credit card that I paid off a while ago, a long time ago. And I just have it go there just so that it remains active until I decide to actually close it out. I think I'm just gonna wait a little while longer, like pay off I'm down to paying off another credit card. And I think once the ratio, I know like if I close one out, it won't affect the ratio too much. I'll start closing the ones out that I'm not using. So next is life insurance, and this is for my mom. I pay her life insurance, so that's number one, and it's $51 that I pay. And this is an auto debit as well. Then I have life insurance number two, and this one is mine, and it has multiple premiums within it, so it is $103.89, and this is also auto debit. Then I have my car note, and my car note is $710.53. This also includes a warranty, so it's not just the car note. And then I have tolls, and tolls I put $70 to this every month, and I don't have it on auto debit because the way it's done here where I live, or in the county that I'm in, they just give you a threshold amount, and then once it goes down to that threshold, they'll pull the money out. Well, you never know when it's going to be pulled out from the credit card that you'll, use to set up on your account. I don't like that. I like being able to just kind of having a set date. So I just put that. Oh, and I forgot to put in the due date. So we're going to put first, second, and then I put this to my account on the 3rd. Then I have American Express, and that is due on the 4th. This month's minimum is $192, and my last bill is Synchrony, and Synchrony is my Rooms to Go card, and it is due on the 10th. It is currently my debt snowball item. It's actually below 1,000. Actually, it's way below that now because, like I said, I've already gotten paid, and I usually just go out, and any bills that aren't auto debit, I'll pay them on the day that I get paid. The minimum on this is actually $40, but I've always paid $56. It started out as $56, so I've always paid $56, so that's what I keep as the minimum. But I also throw extra money at it because I want to be done with it by next month. So yeah, so that's the totals amount for my standard bills and expenses for this paycheck, and they total $2,477.34. Then next I have my variables, and my variable expenses consist of my cash envelopes. And if you're not up on what cash envelopes are, basically you decide what it is that you want to take out of your budget for, and take it out of your bank, and use I have 4 envelopes, and I do gas, I do personal, food and fun, and then giving. And you just have a set amount what you're going to put cash in those envelopes, and that's what you have until your next pay period, and that's what you spend, so you're not swiping. It really works for me because I was a swiper. I used to swipe constantly, and it was not a very good habit to get into because it desensitizes you to spending and staying on budget because it's a piece of plastic, so you don't equate it. You don't feel that same, pain when you're giving out cash. When you have to give cash out, it's harder to give out cash. You want to kind of hold on when you know those faces versus plastic. So I will say that it's been now a year and 4 months, I think, since I started doing cash envelopes, and I really I swear by it. For me, it makes so much sense, especially if you're just starting out. Like now, I probably could just be fine, and know to stay disciplined and swipe when I need to swipe things because now I'm so used to my budget. But in the beginning, it was very difficult because I was a swiper. So I would say if you're having that issue where it throws you off track or anything like that, the best thing to do would be just start out with cash envelopes. And you don't have to get fancy schmancy envelopes. You can just get the regular white envelopes and just write the categories on the envelope that you want to just use cash for till your next pay period, and how much it is that you're putting in each one. So yeah, I love cash envelopes. They just totally was the game changer for me. So for this pay period, for my cash envelopes, I'm going to do $200. And then I have my debt snowball. And basically what a debt snowball is when you're paying minimums on your credit card, it's going to take you forever to pay them off if you don't throw extra money at them. And Dave Ramsey, this is his method, or one of the methods you can use. You have debt snowball, you have snowflake payments, and then you have the debt avalanche. And basically the snowball is listing out all of your bills that you make installments on, and you list the balance from the least to the highest, and all of the minimums that you're paying on them. So you pay all of your minimums for the month, and then what you do is the one that has the smallest balance, any extra money that you can come up with, you put towards that particular item to pay it off. And then what you're going to do is, once it's paid off, say you were paying $25 minimum and you threw all this extra money, you had garage sale, whatever you had to do to pay that off, you take that $25 that you had been paying and now you roll it down to the next lowest balanced item in your snowball. So if your next item, the minimum payment is $50, you're going to add that 25 to the 50. So now you're throwing 75 at the next item and all your other minimum payments, but then any extra you're throwing at that particular item. So your snowball gets larger and larger and larger. So that's what, until and you pay them off. Now, the avalanche works a little different. The avalanche is based on the APR. So if you're paying you're going to see quicker results with the snowball. You may pay a little bit more because you're not paying the highest APR. With the with the snowball, with the avalanche, you are paying the highest APR. So it may take you a while if that balance is large. It may not be the least balanced account that you have, but may have the highest APR, so you're paying that off. It's going to take you a little bit longer, but you're paying less money in the long run, but it's taking you still a little bit longer, and you don't get the satisfaction. You don't feel as accomplished as you would when you do the debt snowball. So a lot of people opt to do the debt snowball because, this day and age, we kind of like that instant gratification, and it makes you feel good to pay stuff off and you're not dealing with it anymore. So, but I do the debt snowball, but that's the difference between the snowball and the avalanche. And then you have snowflake payments. say someone gave you $50 for your birthday or whatever, and you decide, you know what, I'm just gonna put that to work, make a payment on something. So you just throw little amounts of money anytime you get anything extra, whatever your current item you're working on, aside from the minimum or the extra that you're paying, you can throw snowflake payments at it. So that's basically how it works. So I said all of that to say my debt snowball amount for this paycheck is going to be $200. So I will be throwing an additional $200 at my synchrony along with the minimum payment. And then I reinstituted my sinking funds. My sinking funds for this pay period is $150, and I will be back with I gotta do my closeout for the month of May, and then I got to do my setup for June, because I did use my sinking fund. Although I didn't contribute to the categories, I did use the sinking fund, so I got to do my closeout as well. So those are my variables. I'm gonna go ahead and total those up, and this is pretty easy peasy. It is $550 that I'm paying in my variables. And so when we take the total of the variables and the total of my fixed bills and expenses, that gives me a total of $3,027.34. So if I subtract that from my paycheck, I'm gonna have a remaining of a whopping $12.42. And so what I'm gonna do with the $12.42 is I'm just gonna transfer that to my miscellaneous fund account, and for whatever. So that will now put me at a zero-based budget. Now, zero-based, when I say zero-based budget, that does not mean that I have no money. It just means I've allocated all of my paycheck. I've told it all my money what to do. All of my money has an assignment. It is allocated for something. So I have money. It's just that I've just put my money to work where it needs to go to work. So yeah, so that is my paycheck number 1, all done. And yeah, so if you've lasted this long in this video, you are a lifestyle. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel if it's added some value to your life. And until my next video, hugs and love. Bye.